Morning. So I want to talk about diet a little bit and routine. I find the best way to stay consistent is to have a good routine. I was taking supplements when I remembered and here and there, and I would try to take uh, a lot of my vitamins all in the morning, and it was just like too much on my gut. I was like taking my multivitamin, a vitamin D, a zinc, a fish oil, a beetroot, and it was a lot on my gut. And then I was trying to make sure I got my lion's mane uh, broth in, and it was just too much. So then I try to do a midday when I came home, taking some, and then right before bed taking some, and I just wasn't consistent with the midday because you get busy. Uh, it's just things change midday. Sometimes you have to run and go do this and that, so you can't stay completely consistent. So for me, what made sense was just when I wake up, I would take my vitamin D, my multivitamin, and my fish or krill oil. Then I would do my mushroom broth, and then before bed, a couple hours before bed, I would do my creatine, um, and then I right before bed I would do my zinc, my multivitamin again because it's good to take it morning and night, um, and then I would mix in like a beetroot or try some new supplement uh, to see if it works. I think I was trying the ashwagandha for a little while, and then I found that I didn't like that one very much, and that Tonkat Ali and Fadoja mixture, and I didn't care for that one as much. But with my creatine, I wanted to touch on what things, if anyone is taking, worked for them as far as if they're using the powder form, what they mix it with, and what they find mixes well with the powder, or any powders or like whey proteins. Um, what have you mixed with them? I've found I've used applesauce because it's like I work at a hospital and they use that for pill pass, applesauce and puddings, and it kind of masks some of the chalkiness and uh, flavor. I have an unflavored one, but it still has a little bit of a chalky taste. But then I found chocolate milk because they say if you get a little bit of sugar, it helps uh, absorb the creatine quicker into the muscle because the sugar will go into the muscle. And that was working for a little while, but sometimes milk just does not settle well with me, especially if you mix something funky in it. It just kind of makes me a little meh. So I was trying other things. I ended up getting some of the like little drinks you would get at like a Hispanic food store that are like the strawberry and the pineapple like pure juice containers, and those had a good strong flavor, and they would mask kind of even the chalkiness because they had a little bit more thicker consistency to them. And then I would kind of mix the pineapple and strawberry, or there's like a strawberry banana, and like I found those are pretty good right now. I currently don't take whey protein just because I think I'm getting enough protein for me. But if I become more active and I get into something where I'm doing more physical activity, I may look into taking some whey protein before, just to help with like recovery and just give you that extra added energy boost from the protein. And if I'm burning up more calories, just looking to do something a little extra there. Um, and I've been able to stay pretty consistent with finding the right flow of a routine. Some days get out of whack a little bit, but I try to make sure I maintain and do things consistently, because a lot of people will try a diet or try supplementation and just not stay consistent with it and say, oh, it just didn't work for me. And sometimes they stay pretty consistent, but they just may not have like the right supplements that kind of show them like benefits in doing diet along with it and drinking enough water and enough sodium to really see a big difference. Sometimes it takes a month or two to really even see a big difference. I know from not taking vitamins most of my life to going into like the deep dive of taking vitamins and getting my health right, it took like 2 or 3 months before I started to really notice a big overall difference. I noticed upon like cutting out pop and fast food, the difference there, and drinking more water, like how my knees felt. But I still had like that gut and a little bit of that bogged downness. It like had gotten better, but I still feel like I needed to do more. But staying consistent, I later noticed bigger changes, greater energy, and just overall well-being. For me, on diet, like I've been low carb, done like more vegetarian-ish, but I can't not eat meat for me, and I don't go full carnivore because I like variety. I don't have any problem with like vegetarian or vegan. I've tried many different things, but for me, I like variety. I like the spice of life. When I go somewhere, if I go out to eat, I'm trying the new thing, the different thing, something I haven't had before, instead of like the safe thing I know I'm going to enjoy and not waste money on. But if I'm there, I might as well experience something. So for me, diet hasn't been something I've personally tried to dive into as far as following a strict diet. I've helped people with their diets, and I've seen Weight Watchers do well for portion control and helping people easily count calories and their macros and all that. And I've seen there's many apps out there that can help you count your macros or like whatever you're trying to track, to make it simple. You can scan products and it'll count all that for you. And it's good to have something. Have something there. Some of them are like a fitness coach. Even if you get like a little Fitbit, it'll It'll give you good goals, even if you're trying to meet a step goal or a get your heart rate up goal, an endurance thing. Just setting goals, writing them down, and having that sense of like small accomplishments. If you're losing weight and you lose a bunch in like the first month or so, and then you start only losing like half a pound a week or less than that, and you're just maintaining, like, it's still small victories. You're not gaining weight, so it's hard to have that same energy when you kind of plateau. But maybe try mixing up your diet a little bit. Make sure you're in a good calorie deficit, and make sure we like turn up the exercise and just try different things. A lot of times gut health is an issue, and you still have that like bloated feeling. So like if chia seeds, flax seeds are not working, and the kimchi and kombucha isn't working, try sprouts, try different supplements that help with gut health. Just continue to try things and see what works for your body, because not everything's going to work for the same person. I can swear by some supplement that worked great for me, and that's just how it works with my body's chemistry. That was the biggest thing when I went to culinary school, was that to learn that the body is just a chemical balance, and when you're lacking a certain nutrient, a lot of times your body will tell you. Like the biggest thing that's very prevalent is when women are pregnant and they have a crazy craving, or they're like, man, I really want ramen noodles or Doritos or something that's like not even really good for you, but they're craving it. And it's like, it's their body's way to say, hey, you're lacking salt. The ramen's high in sodium. These chips are high in sodium. You need more salt. Or you really want a banana peanut butter sandwich, and it's like you need that like potassium or a little bit of protein or whatever, and your body is telling you what you need. You crave ice chips. Like, oh man, I need ice chips. Maybe you're not a big water drinker, but those ice chips you like the crunch, and your body's like, man, I need to get this person to drink more water. This is how I do it. Your cravings are indicators of things that you're lacking in your body a lot of times when you have certain cravings. Like when you're craving ice cream and certain things that may not be like uh, the biggest indicator of something that your body's lacking, but for the most part, your cravings are telling you what your body needs. I mean, if it's pizza or like carbs, that one's a little bit different too, but we have to listen to certain things that our body tells us and make sure we're getting proper nutrition when we need it. And like I said before, I don't eat fish. So I will take a fish oil or krill oil, but randomly I'll crave shrimp. And I'm not a big shrimp eater. But it'll go on for a little while until I go someplace and get some butterfly shrimp, some dynamite shrimp, uh, have some shrimp Alfredo. Once I get that, then I'm like, it's gone. Like that craving's gone. I've hit that itch, and it's just my body's way of saying what it is I need, and I try to make sure I listen. So let me know what you guys are doing as far as routine, what diet questions you may have, or what you've been trying, what things you're doing just to either maintain a certain level, uh, like if you're trying to meet protein goals, calorie goals, fat goals, trying to lose weight, like what your goals are and how you're doing that. But until next time, have a good one.